Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is Becky and this is Bria Makes Art, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of painting. So why don't you go ahead and grab yourself a snack, maybe it's something to drink, your sketchbook, your paints, whatever, and let's go ahead and make some art. So while I paint this is going to be more of a speed paint type of painting. I'm not going to be giving away any kind of tips, tricks, techniques, or anything like that, because like I said, this is following along with the Sarah Burns Studio gouache kit, and she provided a full tutorial on this, and I don't want to step on any toes by explaining how I made this painting, so I'm not going to be doing that. So if that's not your cup of tea, please feel free to move on, but go ahead and leave a comment below and complain. That'd be great. Today I'm going to be doing the first box from the Sarah Burns Studio Craftamo gouache kit, and this is the painting that I will be trying to create following her instructions, and we'll see how it goes. As some of you may know, one of my goals for this year is to improve my gouache painting skills, and so I subscribed to this art box because I knew that she does gouache professionally, and so she would have some really great tips and tricks to share. And I also really like the subject matter that she likes to paint, which is landscapes, and so I thought this would be a really great way to make it really easy for me to do more paintings, because that is one of the ways that I know to improve my gouache skills. So I've been trying to figure out how I want to make sure that I am able to improve my gouache skills. One of the things that I obviously did was subscribe to this gouache kit, and I also have a Skillshare subscription, those sorts of things, but I need to do something to motivate myself to paint more. I often kind of hesitate to come downstairs and paint because it's a lot of work to come down and get everything set up and start painting and blah blah blah. But if I set myself a goal of getting X number of paintings done this year, I think that would be a little bit motivating for me. I'm just struggling to figure out what that number should be. My brain keeps telling me 30 is a good number, but I think that might be a little bit ambitious for this year, because it's already March, it's already the middle of March, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish 30, but right now that's what I'm leaning toward. If you guys have a better number that I should try and shoot for, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll take that advice and do that. But for now, let's say that I'm going to try and do 30 paintings this year. They don't have to be really big paintings. They're probably going to be much more closer to like this size of painting, or even smaller, something in my watercolor sketchbook, that sort of thing. Any of the paintings that I do, I'm going to count toward this goal. I'm not 100% sure what the subject matter of all of my paintings are going to be, because that is another thing that I kind of struggle with, is trying to figure out what I actually like to make art about. I know that I really like fantasy art. I also know that I like nature. I know that there are a lot of artists out there that I love their work, but it's not the type of work that I think I want to do. But it would be interesting to explore some of that sort of thing to see if it actually is something that I would like to do. I just kind of want to figure out what my genre is, my art style is, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm going to try to kind of diversify what sorts of things I'm painting this year. So again, if you guys have any ideas of subject matter that you want me to try painting, let me know, and I will gladly read through it and see if any of it kind of sparks any interest, and see if, you know, maybe I want to try some of those things. I am sure that I will be doing some nature and landscape type of things, because like I said, I do really enjoy that, and I know that I like painting those things, and I know that I have a lot of work to do to get to the point where I am happy with my skills there as well. But you know, it would be really nice to just kind of have an idea of like what is my avenue, like what do I actually like to do. There are two main YouTubers that have inspired this idea of doing like a 30 gouache painting series, and those are Allison Althea Illustrations. The last, I think, 2 years she's done a couple of different kind of gouache challenges for herself. She wanted to paint X number of paintings last year, and I don't remember how many. And then I think the previous year she did 100 scene studies or something like that. And that was just to help her kind of get more comfortable with gouache and figure out like what her style is and what she actually liked to paint and those sorts of things. And the other inspiration is Little Star Nerd. She just recently started a series where she is exploring her creativity, which is an area that I would like to explore in myself as well. She, like I, have troubles kind of coming up with her own ideas, and I have troubles coming up with my own ideas of like what it is that I want to create. I can find a reference that I think is really pretty, and I am happy to do that, but what I would love to be able to do is find references or create my own references and make art from that. Maybe kind of take a piece from here and a piece from here and join it together to make my own new thing. That's not something that I feel very strong with, and I think that it is a skill that you can learn and hone, and it's not something that I have really focused on. So I'm hoping that as part of this kind of 30 gouache painting series that I will be able to kind of hone that skill and really kind of figure out how to make things more from my imagination, using reference to help me with realism, that sort of thing. But I don't know, we'll see. I know that there are a lot of sites out there that have really great reference photos that are free to use, like Pixabay and Pexels and Unsplash. And I have accounts on all of those, and I've looked through them and have gathered a number of different inspiration photos, as well as on Pinterest, but I don't really want to rely super heavily on Pinterest because it does, it makes it hard to track down the original artist, the original photographer, that sort of thing, to give them credit or to really make sure that you are allowed to use that art or that photograph as inspiration. Whereas like Unsplash and things like that, they are there and are set up to be free for use for whatever purpose. It seems that when I got up to change my water out, I forgot to hit record again, and I missed the final touches to this piece, but at least I got the tape peel so everyone can enjoy that. I know I always enjoy a good tape peel, so here we go. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to do kind of 30 paintings this year, and this is the first one that I did, and let me go ahead and show you the final result. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There are definitely some things that I would change if I were to paint it again. And I think that would be a really cool way to show kind of my progress, is have this as my first painting and then redo this exact same painting for my 30th painting, just to kind of compare and contrast and see how much I've grown. I think that would be really cool. So I think that's my plan. So this is painting number 1, and then I will redo this as painting number 30. I have been kind of looking around for other paintings, and I think I'm just going to be doing maybe some still lifes and stuff like that. Like I said earlier, if you have suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing, and I'll see you next week. Bye!